Shore Sports Zone's coverage of the Middletown North Lions is sponsored by Beacon Awards. Shore Sports Zone's coverage of Point Boro is brought to you by Tech Art Builders and Twin Boro All Shore.
Ocean Ice Palace in Brick hosts one of the most exciting games of the entire year. The U.S. Army Hockey Game of the Week is a Public B quarterfinal. Point Pleasant Boro and Middletown North, seeded 12th and 13th, both scored huge upsets to make it to the Final Eight. The Panthers without leading scorer Ryan Carr, who broke his leg in the second round. This one was a classic. Point Boro played just 9 position players for most of the game, and they were gutsy. This is Eric Dahl working around 2 defenders. He goes to the backhand. What a start for the Panthers. 1-0, just 4:34 into the game. Point Boro got a power play later in the first, but the Lions get aggressive on the other end. John Hallard flicks one towards Brad Hewer. It's a short-handed goal for Brad Hewer, and we've got a 1-1 game. Closing seconds of the first period, Point Boro deflects the puck for a goal, but the officials wave it off. The buzzer sounds just before the puck crosses the net. We turn up the sound. The officials make the right call and give the bad news to Alex DePalma. At the end of one, we're tied at 1 apiece. Second period, Lions on the power play. John Hallard has got a lethal slap shot. That is a boomer. Power play goal for John Hallard. 2-1 Middletown North, just 1:44 into the second. Later in the second, Panthers defenseman Matt Keemack behind the net beats Thomas Calorio. That's great execution. A power play goal for Point Boro. We're tied at 2. 4 minutes to go in the second. Eric Dahl attacking the net head on. He goes down, but not before he pushes the puck past Anthony Manfredi and into the net. Dahl's second goal of the game. Point Boro with a 3-2 lead at the end of 2. But the Panthers have penalty woes to start the third. 2-man advantage for Middletown North for 1:47, and they cash in. Great passing by the Lions. The loose puck comes to Brad Hewer. He's able to poke it in. Second power play goal of the game for Middletown North. Second for Hewer. 3-3 with 13:50 to go. The rest of the third period saw Lions goalie Anthony Manfredi come under fire. 2 years ago, he won a state championship for Middletown North, and his experience in high-stakes games comes through in a big way. Here's another golden opportunity for Point Boro, but Manfredi turns it away. We go to overtime, tied at 3. In OT, both teams had their chances to win it in sudden death. Manfredi once again turns away Point Boro's attempts, and up the other end, the best chance in OT for North comes from the stick of John DiNocenzo. His shot, just wide. 15 minutes of extra hockey, no goals. So that means we put this game in the hands of the goalies. A 5-round shootout with the season hanging in the balance. DiNocenzo starts things off for Middletown North. One of the state's most dangerous scorers, turned away by Cooper Klotz. He's fired up knowing Point Boro has an early advantage. Then it's Eric Dahl's turn. 2 goals in regulation. He skates in, but Manfredi does not flinch on the deke. Big save there for Manfredi. In round 2, Justin Skelly shows amazing patience holding the puck, and he tucks it in under the pads of an outstretched Klotz. Awesome goal by Skelly. The Lions take a 1-0 lead in the shootout. Later, John Hallard, who's become one of the most dangerous blue liners on the shore. He gets Klotz to commit, and he goes 5-hole. Hallard and the Lions feeling it, up 2-0 in the shootout, and that's all Anthony Manfredi needed. In such a high-stakes situation, Manfredi was unbelievable, a brick wall. This is his second stop. Number 3, the best of the bunch. Manfredi goes full extension, able to get low enough to keep the puck out of the net, and the clincher comes in round 4. How about this? Anthony Manfredi pitches a shutout in the shootout. You don't see that every day, especially with a trip to the state semifinals on the line. The Lions swarm their goaltender as Middletown North is in the state semifinals for a 3rd straight year. 4-3 is your final. Tremendous effort by both teams, and this game is proof positive that Shore Conference hockey is a high level that's quickly earning respect around the state. The Panthers, without leading scorer Ryan Carr, delivered a real gutsy performance. But now Middletown North has won an overtime game and a shootout to reach the state semis when no one gave them a chance in 2017 after losing 2 Division I stars in Bobby Hampton and Christian Acosta. The Lions faced number 1 seed Glen Rock on Wednesday and West Orange in the State B semifinals. After the game, we talked with Anthony Manfredi, who explained his mindset to turn away 4 shots in the shootout.
I just came out and tried playing them as much as I could, steer them left, right. They were taking shots low, so I just knew I had to get down as quick as I can. I'm so excited that we won, and I got to close the case.
We felt confident in Anthony's seen him in practice. We do shootouts. He stops a lot of them, but to stop 4 out of 4 and not even have to get to the 5th round, I mean, what more can you say? You know, he made 30 stops or so in the game, and then those 4 on the shootout. He really came up big for us, and you know, he has the last 3 years, and that's kind of what we expect from him.
I mean, it just shows that we were the underdogs and we could beat any team. Like, we upset Chatham, and I think we could do the same with Glen Rock if we do good.
For more Jersey Shore sports, log on to shoresportzone.com.